It's 2025, which means there's not the Aeron vlog. That was an old name.
Weekly vlog. It's Aaron James's weekly vlog.
It's 2025, which means the Stagey Diaries are back. Hi, I'm Aaron James, and I'm a theatre content creator, and I work in the theatre industry, and this is my weekly vlog where I take you through my stagey life with my stagey fiancé, Mickey Jo, who you might know on YouTube as Mickey Jo Theatre. So, this is the technical first full week of 2025. Last week we had New Year's Eve, but we didn't go to the theatre, well, Mickey did, but I didn't. So I thought, let's start the first full week when it's like everybody's back at work, and today I'm going to the theatre. Today will be my first theatre trip of the year, and we're going to see The Tempest at Theatre Royal Drury Lane that stars Sigourney Weaver. It's a big production, the first production of Shakespeare at the Drury Lane in a very, very long time. And the critics didn't exactly love it, so we're kind of going with the idea of, do we agree, do we feel differently, but also like Mason Alexander Park's in it, so there's like really cool performers that we're excited to see. And I haven't seen it. I don't think I've ever seen a professional production of The Tempest either. I studied it at school, but I don't think I've ever seen it live on stage. So I'm excited for that. So what are the Stagey Diaries going to be like in 2025? Well, soon on my channel and on Mickey's channel, we're going to do a collab where we talk about 2025 resolutions, what we want to do in 2025. So you can kind of watch those for an overview. But basically, I just want to continue and be consistent with what we'd started and to take you on journeys to show you all about the West End and other places that we go this year, to show you not just the going to the theatre part, but also where else we do theatre-wise, and just be really chill. I'm trying the mic out because I haven't really used it ever, because we're going to use the kit that I have to make sure these are as good as possible for you all. But I'm really excited. I kind of started 2025 with just a big let's do this energy. I think 2024 I got nervous about kind of going full, being like loud. I'm not that type of person always. I get very in my head. So this is kind of a year of let's do this. Other than that, we're going to Titanique this week because it's officially opening. So we're going to go and see that again, which will be fun. To go from first preview to now opening to see how it's changed, how the performances have developed. See if anything's changed at the theatre itself. I think we're going to go for Farmer J today before going to the theatre, so you'll get to see a different Farmer J and what we get this time, talking about big tips, anything like that. Maybe a few Q&A questions, because I did say I was going to do one, but we didn't get time, and we're doing this collab of resolutions, so hopefully that does answer some. But hopefully we'll also answer some questions in this video too. Yeah, so I feel like that's enough of an introduction. So here we go, 2025, the Stagey Diaries. Let's go. So we made it into London, and we have our food. Mickey's got his here, and we've actually got identical like field trays, but the field trays are the best. And then Mickey's gone for a muffin, and I have gone for one of the cookies. This is an amazing place for gluten-free, but they've just opened a new one at Holborn, which is actually really, really handy. It's near Tottenham Court Road and by all the Covent Garden. All the Covent Garden theatres, including the Shaftesbury. And like, I've been waiting for one that's been near there, so yay! So we're going to have this, and then we're going to head to the theatre because we're going to see The Tempest. We've made it to the theatre. This is the Theatre Royal Drury Lane, where I'm going to see my first show of the year. And up there you can see the name. And over there, now this is a funny thing, that's actually a Jamie Oliver restaurant where you can see the sign for the show, because it's technically owned by the same company, by the LW Theatres, but then they rent the space out to Jamie Oliver's restaurant. But that is the sign for The Tempest. Which
by Jamie Lloyd.
Yeah, directed by Jamie Lloyd. And I'm intrigued. I don't know how I feel about it being my first show, to be honest. But I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm going to go in with the perfect expectations, which is probably the best thing. And I'm intrigued to see Sigourney Weaver live on stage.
Are those Shakespearean flags new at the top?
I've never noticed them before, so
Neither
yes.
have I. I think they must
There
be.
are Shakespeare flags at the top. Shakespeare's head is just waving in the air.
Bit of Bill Shakes.
So when you walk into the Theatre Royal Drury Lane, take a left and walk forward past Christine, Daae and Joseph, because currently those are the costumes on display, you will find the merch store, which has all of this merch for the show. And then when you come in to take your seat, we're going upstairs to the Royal Circle. You see all these paintings of all Shakespeare's leading ladies, including Lady M. So we're going to head up to our seats. And we made it into the theatre, and it's like Enya music. Very different vibe. We're back at Titanique. I thought I'd just start like this just to show you. This is the photo spot. And here is Ellie.
I'm going to get on that photo spot.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
And this is us in our seats. I did a previous vlog where we were at the first preview, so if you want a really detailed look at everything, head to that. Because it's quite busy today. So Titanique yesterday was amazing as per. I didn't really film that much because there were a lot of friends there, and also it was just really busy, and I'd recorded it before, so hopefully I think I overlaid, but it was really loud. On my last vlog we went to see Titanique, so you'll be able to see on there more of like the merch and everything at the first preview, but it was amazing to see how much of a cast had bedded into the show. I think it's one of those shows that takes a bit of time to kind of know what an audience is going to react to, and especially know what such an American musical is going to feel like here in the UK, and how they can adapt to what UK audiences laugh at. But hilarious. The audience were living for it, which is exactly what you want from that show. Is a raucous time, and it was that. So I fully recommend Titanique. I think it's become a comfort show already here in London, just as much as it was when I saw it in New York. So today we're both off to see the producers at the Menier Chocolate Factory. We got TodayTix rush tickets. Recommend, it's sold out otherwise, so make sure the best way to get tickets for that show now is just through rush tickets. But we did it today, so we're going to see that tonight, and ahead of that I'm going to go meet a friend for a nice meal and catch up, so that'll be fun. So that is my current plans. Yeah, it is a Thursday currently, yeah. So it's been a work day. January is quite a stressful month, in all honesty, because when you're a freelancer, it is also self-employed and all that fun. It's all taxing month, so it's been stressful. Not something that I'm really going to talk about much on here, I don't think, but just, yeah, it's been a stressful week, but it's been an okay week. I feel we've been very productive this week. But what was I originally going to say? Oh, with Titanique, maybe we have something fun coming up. Maybe I've been arranging something to maybe help some people go and get to see the show. Who knows? If that all comes to fruition, make sure that you're following me on Instagram at Aeron James UK, as that is where that will appear if it happens. That's all I'm going to say. Right, I better go. Bye. And this is the setup for the producers. It's in the interval now, as it was very tight on time when I actually got here to see it. it is the end of a week, so I thought I'd round things up and talk about kind of how I felt starting the year and how things are going. So I felt really weird filming this week because I hadn't really filmed since the last weekly vlog, and I definitely find it harder to restart. I've always found this, that I can get really good into a habit, and then if I miss a week or do something like that, I suddenly can't figure out how to get back into the flow. So this week definitely felt a bit like that, going to the theatre and reminding myself how to film in public, what to film, how much content to get. And it was a weird week as well, because 2 of the shows, it wasn't a press night, so it was just regular audience public. And then the one in the middle was a press night. And definitely when a theatre's completely full, it's amazing, but it's also kind of difficult to find the space and quiet spaces to be able to film and show you things and not feel like I'm kind of filming people around me and stuff like that. So hopefully you enjoyed what you did get to see. It was an interesting week of theatre as well, because there was a show that I absolutely love. I've seen twice off Broadway and now twice in London. There was a show that I knew well, but hadn't seen in a very, hadn't read or did anything with a source material for a very long time, of Tempest. But was a show that I don't know if I was going into excited for, but intrigued about and wanting to know how I felt about it, how I would respond to it, rather than going in being like, I'm so excited for this. It was a different energy. And then the third show, I kind of went in with being, I've never seen this on stage, I know the film, people are raving about it, I'm just intrigued and open-minded. So it was very different ways of going to the theatre also. But I've had a really interesting, varied week of theatre, really. A new musical, a revival of a musical, and a revival of a play. Not a bad shout for a first week of 2025. I kind of want that going on. Me and Mickey just filmed our resolutions of the year, which are going to come out on his and my channels, 2 parts, and I've been definitely reflective of that. I'm just now reflective of the week of seeing very different types of theatre already, so that's a good way to start the year and how I hope to move on. We've got a holiday coming soon, which I'll be able to show you and tell you about soon, which is excited. So we started packing. Maybe there's theatre involved, maybe there's Disney involved, who knows. January is also a stressful time for finances and stuff like that, and big change. So it's definitely been a week. I felt very productive, very on it, but also at the same time very stressed. So we've had some nice walks over the weekend. We randomly watched 2 or 3 episodes of Bluey because everybody has been going on about it. Disney then announced the film and I felt like, should we give it a go? I've heard that adults can enjoy it if they don't have children. It was fun. Bingo, definitely favourite character. Random fact. We've been addicted to The Traitors. Been into watching TV series recently, so we've been watching The Traitors and The Masked Singer. Then our holiday's going to come up and it's going to throw out all of our TV watching. So we'll be on catch-up mode, and we've been enjoying the Skeleton Crew as well. Just giving you an insight into different things that we do. Yeah, so it's been fun. It's been a start to the year. Have you been to the theatre yet so far this year? And what was your first shows? Do you have any big goals for theatre this year? I'd love to know. That's only all on my mind right now. Yeah, and I saw a comment actually, because I said about any questions from the last vlog, and I saw one that was saying what was a musical that got me into theatre. And I feel like I have 2. I'm a Disney boy, so kind of all the Disney films got me into musical theatre would be my first thing. I'd probably say that, because I don't think I realised I loved musical theatre, I just loved the Disney movies, and that was probably the reason why, was because of them being musicals. And then Mary Poppins, the musical, was probably one of my big awakenings to just loving theatre and live theatre and musical theatre and how it can make you feel. And then separate from that, Rent feels like it's just been such a cool part for me, and I love a rock musical, and that kind of musical is going to be a musical that I'm likely to love regardless. So yeah, I feel like those 2 musicals together are what has formed me a lot as a musical theatre fan, and a theatre fan in general, really, to say how we tell stories. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Apologies if it's a little shorter or a little bit more kind of, I don't know, quick-paced compared to maybe a couple of the previous vlogs, but that's just me getting back into the habit of vlogging. There's going to be a lot happening next week, which I'm excited about, and also a bit like, whoa, full non-stop. But then we go on holiday. So, yeah. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, so that you get more of these Stagey Diaries as well as the upcoming resolutions video and maybe more. I'm definitely going to look into doing more content on here than just the weekly vlog as a heads up. That will hopefully all be really useful for theatre fans and educational and all. Like, my favourite word is edutainment because you're learning about theatre, but also it's fun and entertaining, hopefully. So hopefully more of that will come soon. I've been posting a lot more on Instagram recently, which is at Aeron James UK. There's a lot of content on there. I mean, a lot if you came and joined us over there for more fun. I have like a channel on there where I post messages and ask questions, which is called Aeron Stagey Chat, I think. Be sure to check out that. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. As noted, comment down below with anything that you're planning theatre-wise this year. Have you been to a show this year? Do you have any big hopes or plans or resolutions? And comment with an ice cube to reference Titanique, one of the ice cube emojis, to let me know that you got to the end of the video. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you for another Stagey Diary next week. Bye!